inappropriate indecency. Dangerous delusions with Daniel. We came up with this segment kind of together. Michael said I needed to have something that had like my first initials like multiple times, like his Minutes of Mayhem with Michael, just because he wants some consistency. So he's got MMM, I got DDD.
Give her the D!
I guess. But with that, Dangerous Delusions with Daniel was born. In this case, Sparta-Kick Mania. Delusions are usually something that you come up with when you kind of imagine things that aren't really there. And I don't know if this really qualifies as dangerous, but sometimes, here especially as of late, I've been going through some serious visions of Sparta-Kick Mania. And I'm talking about just picturing yourself.
What aisle is this in, bitch? In the next one!
And just Sparta-kicking every last person in your sight who gets on your nerves. And there would be bodies everywhere, just people being kicked into a pit. I mean, the thing is, when you get annoyed, you get pushed right to that point, the most satisfying feeling in the world when you get angry, wouldn't it be to choke them out or to squeeze their head until it pops like a zit? It's just get them out of your sight. Just because, those other options are just too gruesome.
Yeah.
They really are. You're killing someone. I don't want to do that. I don't want blood all over my hands. I'm an OCD. I'd probably pass out. I'm saying what I'd want to do is just to kick them really hard. Not kick like toe first. I'm talking about kick like bottom of my foot, straight donkey. Wait, I was going to use the wrong reference there. No, not. There's some who could receive that and others I wouldn't want to. But you want to just straight kick them so hard they go flying 10 feet away from you. And that's what I picture. I can't exactly Sparta kick every last person I see who pisses me off while I'm driving. Oh, believe me, that would be funny. But there are... But, there are just some who deserve a good Sparta kick halfway across the aisle or the floor or into a pit. So there's that. You see these delusions of mine, I imagine myself, like if you see me kind of getting red-faced, I'm probably imagining myself Sparta kicking you far, far away.
Or at least a page fist.
Exactly. Okay, so... seeing how,
I think I'm ready for another beer!
I bet you are. Because, you might want to hold your horses here because I'm passing the mic. I don't want to know what you're holding, but, I'm passing the mic right back at you because actually that's probably an appropriate reference as we're going to go to what you hate, and that is you hate having what?
Oh God, I hate having balls.
Right.
No, see, that kind of goes with the first fucking segment I had, the Minutes of Mayhem. That, every man knows that they fucking hate having balls. I take pride in having some pretty big balls but you know what? Sometimes I truly wish that there was some kind of operation to, reduce the sack hanging thing. Because you want to know what, alright, sack reduction surgery, I want it. I hate having...
How many inches you want taken off today, sir?
At least a good 5. I'm sick of having it. I'm sick of having it hang so fucking low.
Centimeter testicles.
Dude, I got a fucking huge sack, okay? I could have some... I have some huge... I have a huge sack, okay? I hate it so much... It's fucking annoying.
Santa Claus blush.
God, he would be like, God damn, I should use that for my next bag. Fucking put all the presents in my fucking sack.
Traumatized children the world over.
Just carry around a whole fucking giant scrotum sack full of presents. What do you want today, little Tommy? You wanted this little toy car? There you go. I don't want to touch it. It's covered in hair. This smells funny. No. Honestly, one of my most hated things, and any guy with a fucking huge sack can fucking vouch for this. I fucking hate having balls. Mainly the long sack. Like, the balls is alright, except for when they get hit. But the main thing that I fucking hate is having the huge sack. It's a sticky and it gets everywhere. It's just fucking, it's a mess. Yeah, no, I'll save that one for next times. But I'm gonna say this one.
Sticky balls.
No, different. No.
You know we're still recording, right?
Yeah. I'll tell you about that after the show, but that's going to be on a future episode. But this episode, I'm going to talk about when you're taking a shit. Okay. Hot chicks that I might want to bang in the future. Just keep the video rolling, but go out of the room for maybe about like 3 minutes. Okay. Guys, you know when you're taking a shit, and it's a good shit, and it's a hot day, and you just feel your balls dip in that water. That is the worst ever. That is the worst thing ever, because all you can think about in your head is, I've already leaked a fucking couple cups of water, not cups of water, but cups of fucking piss in this motherfucking toilet, and I've dropped some bombs in here, and now I got some floaters in there with my balls. I don't like that. I don't know if anybody else out there likes that, but if you do, you're fucking weird, okay?
Balls that dive.
Yeah, I got the deep toilet diving balls, okay? And I hate it. I fucking hate it. I mean, I got some balls that I feel like if I did it courtesy flush, my balls would probably go down the motherfucking drain.
Michael just straddling the toilet like,
Just screaming for ball mercy. I hate having balls, and that's one of the reasons why. Music I like, because Jonathan Davis is my absolute hero. I almost met Jonathan Davis.
What would you do if Jonathan Davis listened to this podcast?
I would fucking come. No, I would. If Jonathan Davis listened to this podcast, I would be super fucking excited. I'd be like, Jonathan Davis, like it.
What the use of the semen reference?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, Jonathan Davis, if you ever listen to this, I want you to know you're my absolute biggest hero. Like, I love other bands and other artists, but you have aspired me to be the best person I can be and to get past all the mental problems and all the problems of my life. And I cherish every bit of music that you've put out, and nothing can calm my mind as much as your music.
Right.
But just a little tidbit, little snippet of a story. Not much of a story, but we went to Rock on the Range. Was it 2011? It was a 2013 one. Jonathan Davis went to do a signing.
No, that was 2011.
That was a 2011 one?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. The 2011 Rock on the Range. Me, my brother, and his wife went to Rock on the Range, and we were trying to get to a signing that he was doing, and we were so starstruck and just ready to see him that we ended up going right next to where he was sitting. And we didn't think about the gate and the line of people. For some reason, we thought it was starting right there. And we sat there, and we were waiting for the gate to open. And I remember when the gate finally did open, we're like, wait a minute, hold on, we're seeing people walk through. We're like, fuck, we're not at the front of the line. And then we ran all the way back to the end of the line. I remember, like, we had to sift through so many fucking people just to get back there.
Yeah, if we'd been paying attention a lot earlier, we would have made it. We would have been near the front of the line.
Exactly. We would have made it in time. I know for a fact I would have been able to get a
So fucking starstruck, it wasn't funny.
Because we got to see Hinder. Hinder, was it? Yeah, Hinder was doing a signing right before Jonathan Davis did. And after they left, as I said, we were just starstruck, blah, blah, blah. We realized people were coming through, and we're like, wait a minute, what the fuck are we doing here? And then we went all the way back to the end of the line. And then people kept coming behind us, and we're sitting there like, oh my god, we're going to be able to get this. We're about to fucking meet Jonathan Davis. I'm fucking a schoolgirl at this point. Just, in my mind. Like, I don't care. And I'm just sitting there, and I get right to the gate. And, like, it's been, like, 30 minutes by the time we got to the back of the line.
Yeah, we weren't there that long.
It felt like it.
It felt like an hour.
It felt so fucking long. And then next thing you know, I'm next in line. I'm next. I am next in line. And next thing you know, right when we were getting ready to fucking go through the gate, they fucking shut it on me. I swear to God, on my son and on my mother's ashes, I was right there. Right next to the fucking line about to go meet Jonathan Davis. And they're like, sorry, we're out of time. And they shut the fucking gate on me. I swear to God, I had the biggest fucking freak out of my life. My mind just fucking exploded in anger. I was about to fucking freak. I'm just sitting there like, oh my God, I need a fucking cigarette. Because this is back when I still smoked. And fucking, I'm like, give me a fucking cigarette right now, Pam. And she fucking handed me a cigarette. And I'm like, oh my God, give me a fucking lighter. And she's like, I ain't got a lighter. And I just run through the crowd of people. A fucking lighter. And then next thing you know, we're sitting there and somebody finally hands me a lighter and like, what's wrong, man? And I'm like, dude, I was fucking next in line to meet Jonathan Davis. And next thing you know, they shut the fucking door on me. And they're like, oh, fuck, dude, that sucks. And they hand me the fucking lighter, and I just fucking smoked that cigarette faster. And then a fucking blink. I was so pissed. And I'm like, that was my fucking hero. And I didn't fucking see him. I was a fucking loogie from Jonathan Davis. And I fucking... I could have told him to suck my dick, and he would have been like, huh? And nothing.
Why'd you go there?
Because I can. But no. I could have done anything. I could have jumped over the gate and punched him in the eye. Like, anything.
Stuck with the loogie.
Yeah. But I could have fucking done anything. I was seriously that close to him. Like, I was maybe 2 of myself laying down from him. I was like 12 feet from Jonathan Davis. And I missed my opportunity. If we would not have stood where we did, we would have met Jonathan Davis, got an autograph, at least been able to shake his hand.
So, this is going to be my first own personal segment. Not Michael's belch, but it is called Logical Nonsense. Now, logical nonsense, it's just something that I've had for a long time. I'm overly logical sometimes, granted. I know, believe me, I know. I get into these overly complicated conversations, but every once in a while, I have to overly complicate an explanation about a whacked out theory that I have that has nothing to do with anything important. Except when I think it's important. And one particular instance of me making up something important that others may perceive as not being important is a little theory that I developed in a conversation that unfolded between Michael and I about a decade ago. And if my mother was alive, she'd be able to tell you about it. Man, I said no sob stories. Dang. Oh, I'm sorry! I failed! My leg's vibrating from my phone. Or is it? But, so, when it comes to this one particular instance, we started talking about, well, Michael hates having balls. Well, you heard 2 segments from Michael talking about balls. This is kind of how this conversation started. You may or may not know where I'm going with this. But at the end of the day, I swear to you, you will come to recognize that everything in life, everything in this universe, everything in existence revolves in some way around balls. How is that, you may ask? Or if you're not asking, I'll ask for you. How is it that everything revolves around balls? Think about it. The origin of life. Yes, something as basic as the origin of life. I mean, you come from what? Think about it. We know what they're called. Yes, testicles is the technical term, but what's the other term in our vernacular? It's balls. Now, they're called balls not because they're actually round, they're more spherical, but if you were to be able to take them out and bounce them around, be able to play with them. And they're kind of in the shape of footballs, which reminds me, most sports consist of balls. That's right, you heard it. Balls. So, with that in mind, consider what we live on. This planet. What is it? You got it. A ball. The star. Our star. All stars are what? Flaming balls. Even women. Their eggs are what? You got it. Balls. We see out of what? Eyeballs. I'm telling you, when you think about it, even the concept of an almighty, the alpha, the omega, infinity, and that's where alpha and omega is a reference to. That's what it's a reference to. Infinity. An infinity symbol looks like an 8 that's on its side that got drunk and just fell over. But another symbol of infinity is a circle. What is a circle in 3D form? A ball! So, I'm telling you, even the universe itself is theorized to be one gigantic, constantly growing ball. So, there you have it. The original classic logical nonsense. I mean, you can't really say it's original, but it's probably the most infamous that I had. And I say infamous because
It lasted 3 fucking hours
it
when
did.
we first had it.
And I condensed it down. I mean, there was a lot more to it, but
So much more to it.
we don't have enough time for that. One other piece of logical nonsense that was kind of random one time I came up with at work is I used to work at a place called Boeing, and they had the tornado sirens outside. And just one day I thought to myself, I was seeing birds fly around, I just thought, because those things would go off. I mean, at the time they used to always go off at 12:15 p.m. every Wednesday. And sometimes I would be unfortunate enough to be working outside when they went off, and they were loud, believe me. And I just thought to myself, what if you were a bird flying by that thing when it went off? I mean, just think about it. Those poor birds. I mean, that's got to be the end of the world for them. I mean, don't even want to imagine. I mean, what if you were an ant or something? I mean, that's got to sound like the end of the world. You're just like, no! I mean, you're not even hearing the same decibels that we are. That's like magnified by like 1,000. But, God, I mean, I don't know. The horror of being a miniature creature on this planet. I mean, if you were a spider just minding your own business, wandering around in a toilet, and all of a sudden somebody just like sat down, had a little bit too much, burritos and tacos, and just exploded. Just imagine your life changed in an instant.
A giant set of balls just bouncing in the water.
We're not going to visit that again, but just picture that. You could even picture the movie now. There was a spider crawling out of his hole, his home, leaving his child and wife behind. Then it happened. What is that? His life changed forever. That logical nonsense just comes off the top of my head, but I have to share these things. It's irresistible. Another thought occurred to Michael and I recently as well. More me than Michael, but definitely me and Michael. I mean, I led the conversation, but still, when it comes down to it, just imagine if you had to mate like any other animal on Earth. What if humans mated like dogs?
We do sometimes.
Not exactly. Because, I'm pretty sure this is probably a myth, some kind of urban myth or something, but it may be true. But you often hear that when dogs mate, one reason why you can't pull them apart is because the dog, they insert their member and it expands significantly to trap them together. Just imagine You know, you're a human, and we work that same way.
Always like, I'm gonna bust this nut one way or another, bitch. You ain't leaving.
I mean, that's actually appropriate vernacular considering the context, talking about dogs. You know, they yeah. Anyway, so, but just picture that. I mean, you probably don't want to picture that, but just imagine if you were involved in intercourse, and all of a sudden you guys couldn't separate because the man's genitals, or more just like expanded like 3 times in size and locked you into place. I mean, you're just sitting there. I don't even see how you could even have any real motion, you know, but
I could.
I bet you could. But, you know, just...
You done, bitch? I'm not.
That's not really where we're going with this, but but I'm just saying, like, you know, you're sitting there, you're getting into it, and all of a sudden little Johnny comes into the room like, oh my God, Dad, Mom! You're like, oh, get out of here! I was just like,
Get the fuck out!
It's like, I can't get off of Mommy! What are you doing to Mommy? I'm trying to make another one of you!
just like, so, I mean, that would be horrifying. And forget trying to please yourself.
We wrestling.
I mean, because you try to please yourself, it'd be like fighting a blow-up doll on your own self. I mean, go to touch it, get excited, and the next thing you know, you break your hand.
Can you imagine getting an erection at work? What's going on? Nothing, don't look!
Pants like ripped like the Hulk.
Jeans would not never exist. Like, God damn it! I blew another pair of pants!
So, that's all I have for today's edition of Logical Nonsense. We are moving onward to, well, another segment with Michael called I'm a Look. This edition, the first edition, will be his own little hot chick rant. So after Michael gets done consuming this other bottle of that blueberry stuff that we cannot mention, and here he is.
Now, okay. My thing is, I'm an ass man, okay? I love checking out ass. If you got a big ass, I'm a look, okay? I don't care. I might be sneaky with it, but I'm fucking looking. If you just happen to look and catch me, I'm just going to give you the shrug shoulders like, what can I say? Because, honestly, like, okay, just imagine... Alright, if you're a chick and you're listening to this, just imagine if you saw, like, the fucking hottest guy you fucking think about, and he has his shirt off, okay, and you just see his ripped fucking abs, and fucking pectorals, like, big as fucking grapefruits or some shit, I don't fucking know, but he's fucking just ripped. You're just gonna be like, you know, what's over there? That's a nice cloud. No, you're gonna fucking look at him, okay, and you know it. The guy knows it too. He's sitting there. He's all ripped. He knows you're gonna fucking look, and you fucking know the way you look, and you fucking dress all fucking sexy and shit. You know you got them fucking tight ass jeans, or booty shorts, or fucking skirt, or tight ass shirt showing your fucking cleavage. Come on, you want to be looked at, and I'm here to look at you. And I don't mean to be a creep, but it's gonna fucking happen. Every guy does it, even the appropriate ones.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but it happens. Every guy does it, and if they fucking say they don't, they're a goddamn liar. Right. I know they're fucking lying. Because when chicks look at me and they're like, were you just checking me out? I'm like, no, just no. But I'm a fucking liar, okay? I was looking at you, I was checking out your goodies, and I was fucking drooling all over myself. Because goddamn it.
He done King Konged it like 1,000 times in his mind.
Pretty much every different position you want. I'll pull your hair and smack your ass, whatever.
Every different position they want. They want every position you want.
Dude, I want every position.
What?
It's all good.
Every position.
Hey,
there are some positions that aren't exactly masculine, right?
Yeah, I'm a pretty nasty motherfucker, okay? But I don't. As long as nothing's going in me, I don't mind.
You said every position.
Okay. Let me clarify. If I'm the one putting something in, that's good. But if something's getting put in me, I'm gonna kill you. I swear to Jesus. Something goes in me, a funeral is a-coming.
So there's no tongue punching your fart box then, right?
No.
No, okay.
I'll be the one tongue punching a fart box. Nah, I'm just playing. I don't do that. Like, I do some nasty shit, but I ain't gonna fucking tongue punch a fart
literally,
box.
I mean, that was proper unintended pun for that.
But, no. Seriously. you fucking dress sexually, I'm gonna fucking look. I don't care. I will look. I have done it multiple places. I have done, like, believe me, it's just gonna fucking happen. You fucking look that way, strutting that around, I'm gonna fucking stare at you for at least a good 30 seconds, and then visualize so many things that is maybe a little too inappropriate for this podcast vlog thing that we're doing here.
Doing a video.
Well, I'm just saying for future reference because we might be putting up videos.
Oh, we will. It's going to be a webcast. But anyways, we're venturing off topic.
And
so.
There we go. There is the first rendition of I'm a Look. And believe me, I will look.
If you can't duck it, fuck it.
So, with that, I believe it's time for our first interview segment.
Oh, fuck.
So, I'm going to have Michael conduct this interview. And, wait a second. We're doing the interview with King Clayton? Oh, shit. No. Not again. Hey, what's going on here?
Oh, shit.
Hey, Clayton.
What's up?
It's been quite a few years since I've...
I don't think the microphone's picking you up there.
It's been quite a few years since I have seen you around. What have you been doing all this time?
Well, everyone's been seeing me around. My balls just keep flopping everywhere. I mean, you guys talk about balls. I mean, yeah, they're flopping because, I'm just, moving as much as I can. I mean, the Stairmaster, I broke my 15th one this week. 15 in 1 week. I mean, they don't survive. I get up on there, and it's just like, they're practically begging me. I actually had one treadmill crying. It was like literally in tears because I stepped 1 foot on it, and it just shattered. I swear there was one time I ripped one, and I looked behind me, and it was the 1800s. It just was. I'm telling you. And you know what didn't exist in the early 1800s, as far as I know?
What?
Donuts. I can't stand that. So I had to unrip it, and yes, I have mastered the ability to unrip a fart. Yes, it happens.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Ripping a fart? How is that even...
It happens. I'm telling you. When you have been laying these shadow deuces for as long as I have, you can unrip it. And I'm telling you that... Wait, did something just pop up on the screen? I think it did. Clayton... Hey, how'd you get back here? Go back to your hole. Fine, God. Listen. I can talk through the fourth wall. And the fifth and sixth, as many as I can break through. Because I am Clayton, I am the king of Fat Ass Valley, and no one is going to tell me what I can and can't do. I think your aggression is unnecessary. I told you to go back to your damn hole! What do you have to say about this skinny and tall?
God damn it. Man, I don't know, it's just been so long since I've seen you. Have you thought about making any more albums? Because back in the day, I remember when you used to remix certain of our favorite artists' music. And, shit, wait a minute. Alright, never mind, I thought the mic went out. I've just been wondering, have you thought about making any more music or any other movies with the possible, like, Bunny? Or feuding. You know who I'm talking about. The Bunny. That you used to feud with back in the day.
Junior?
Mm-hmm. That Bunny.
Fuck that Bunny.
Oh, shit. So there's still heat between you guys. I'm a little curious.
Take this mic away from you. Look, anytime I'm alive, there's heat between me and everything. Because when I walk through the halls, I light fires. Because the friction is unavoidable.
From your thighs rubbing together?
Everything rubbing together. I've had to put my penis out so many times in one night, it is not funny. And that's just from rolling around in the bed. Now, my wife, Lacey, she and I have been together off and on for decades now. And, I mean, when I say together, we've been stuck together for decades, too. And it's just, I mean, we get up, we're pasted together, and we just have so much pastry in the bed with us. It's just, I'm surprised that none of our children, I mean, none of them are alive because they didn't survive the birthing process, but still, they,
It would be days coming from the womb.
I mean, they just, I mean, I swear the friction is just unimaginable. I mean, I'm not even sure how we made them. I mean, someone claims there was a turkey baster involved. I don't know, but all I know is anyone brings a turkey baster near me, it better have fudge and cream in there, because that's what I'm eating. Just pure fudge and cream.
Pure fudge and cream.
Yes. I mean, I practically sweat it, which is amazing how I even light fires, because there's just so much grease and stuff coming. But still, as to your question about whether I'm going to make another record, like I've tried to explain to people in the past, I may be fat, but I'm not big-brained, okay? I can't remember half of my own lyrics. Every performance I've ever given has been a disaster, Michael. You know how many times it took me to record one damn song each time? I mean, that's like 18 boxes of donuts each time. That's a long time. I have to have that many donuts to get through.
Time buy boxes of donuts?
Yes, I do. I mean, I'm not sure.
How many boxes of donuts does it take you to walk to the store?
I'm not ready to divulge that yet. I mean, I have to get to the store to buy more, because I'm completely out by the time I get there, so.
You're just constantly eating donuts? Like, how, like, or when you're...
Listen, Michael! Donuts are life! And go to my life! Are we done here? Yeah.
With the...
That is definitely Mr. Clinton to you.
So how many donuts have you eaten throughout this interview?
It
seems like you've been talking a lot. I've been seeing boxes just being thrown into the corner over there.
There are other ways of feeding me donuts, Michael.
Oh, God. There's only one other hole I can think about. Are you eating backwards?
Actually, I have many orifices.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, I wasn't consuming enough, so I had to have them surgically, implanted.
Surgical mouths implanted?
Yes. None of them were allowed to be, through the exit, but...
They all just lead to the exit?
Yeah.
Well, to your stomach,
yes.
Which leads to the exit.
They all have one tube directly sending my donuts to the exit. I've even crapped out entire donuts. Believe me, I didn't eat them. It was tempting.
Like a medical problem.
It may be, but with that, I have to depart because I can feel myself expanding. I might go supernova right now. So, and I'm not expanding in that way. Gross. Okay.
I wasn't thinking that.
I was, because I was thinking of donuts. But anyways, moving on. I'm out of here. Okay, I'm back. So, thank you for not including me in that conversation. I mean, I tried to get involved, but Clinton's just like...
He just pushed you out of the conversation.
He really did. I mean, he just likes to take over, and then next thing you know, it is over.